welcome back. It's another shot. Lady Liberty, you're going to need a fur coat tonight. It's freezing out there, but you know that. And if you tried to walk or drive anywhere in the city, well, you know the story. It hasn't been easy. Welcome back. I'm Sharon Crowley. Thanks again for joining with us. It's 8:30 tonight, and things are moving very, very quickly. So let's get right to TikTok. Joining me now is Harry Moggins. Harry Moggins. He is and your company is CEO of Privacy Bee. My bad, right? Tell people what your company does and how you can help.
Sure. So we're Privacy Bee. We help clean up people's digital footprint online. So when all these crazy privacy stories are hitting the news, our company is a way consumers can fight back.
Love it. So talk to me about TikTok. Explain to people who may not have been paying attention that finally the company is no longer owned by the Chinese, right?
It is. 2 days ago, the JV and the US-based JV took over ownership, and 48 hours in, we've had a lot of fireworks already.
Right. There were glitches and problems, and we had them here at Fox 5 because sometimes we stream Newsroom Live on TikTok. So what happened and why?
So there's no official story yet. The story they're saying is one of the Oracle data centers where they're hosting TikTok on US soil now, taken over by this new entity, had a power failure. They're blaming the power failure on a lot of these glitches, but a lot of the more technical people are saying it doesn't quite line up. They're seeing algorithm changes. They're seeing videos posted with 0 views from major influencers. A lot of dashboards aren't loading. It's kind of a mess right now.
So any idea when things will be fixed? I heard the company giving some kind of explanation, like they're working on it, but any sense of when we'll see all those dancing babies again and everything else, dancing cats and everything else?
Very, very important. I don't know. As of this afternoon, there's been no official time for when it's going to get smoothed out. It's one of those things where they're trying to fix it. People are noticing glitches and bugs. I think realistically, when this new consortium is taking over TikTok, they're making changes. They're adopting it, getting rid of a lot of the Chinese influence. They're adding changes to the algorithms. You mentioned cat videos. Earlier today, there was another article I saw where somebody was trying to search cat videos, and the latest video was 2 days ago. And I'm sure somebody's uploaded a cat video in the last 2 days. So they're having some major problems. I don't know when it's going to get resolved, but I have a feeling there's a lot more happening behind the scenes than just a data center power failure.
Since you're a privacy expert, a cyber privacy expert, if you will, this was a big issue. This is one of the reasons they said that TikTok, owned by ByteDance, was a Chinese company and basically was spying on all these millions and millions of TikTok users and collecting all that data. So what do you say to people that have been on TikTok all these years? Is their data already gone? And going forward, what can they do to protect their privacy and their information?
Yeah, so it is already gone, but it's not over. There's still ways to fight back afterwards. One of the things that was so shocking with the recent TikTok policy change, and that's caused so many people to be upset, is not data collection. The Chinese government was collecting data from TikTok usage. Everybody knows that. The US version of it is collecting the exact same data, as far as we know. It's also the same data that other apps on your phone are collecting right now. The difference is when the US took ownership, transparency changed. Now there's laws, like in California, they have CCPA or CPRA. There's 36 states that have some level of privacy legislation, either in effect or about to go into effect. And these laws oftentimes require apps that collect user data to expressly say what data they're collecting. So before, TikTok and ByteDance could kind of sneakily collect and just disclose small amounts of what they were collecting.
Yep.
Now that the US took over, they have to share things like immigration status is one that's been all over the news. Things like sexual orientation. And one of the other ones that's extra creepy is the exact GPS location of where you are, down to the foot of where your phone is.
Oh, I don't like that. Yikes. Well, is there any advice for people who are frustrated with this switchover? Do you expect it to, iron out these kinks as we go forward?
I think so. I think once the new organization, the JV, gets more comfortable, things stabilize, algorithm changes will probably still keep happening because different owners want to tinker with different knobs and dials behind the scenes, I'm sure. As far as the collection side, I don't think a whole lot more has changed on the data collection. It's just more visible. And you can't stop apps from collecting data these days. It's very difficult. I think it's a losing battle to try to fight all data collection. I think the new way of framing it and what people should be thinking about now is kind of accepting they live in 2026. They live in a world where data collection is the normal. So the only thing you can really do is take control of the data that's being weaponized after it's collected. You go to a grocery store, you get a loyalty card, they're going to have your data. You use TikTok, they're going to have your data. Behind the scenes, though, these companies sell data to a whole industry called data brokers, and deleting yourself from data brokers with companies like Privacy Bee, like my company, is one of the best ways to fight back and regain control of your privacy in this fast evolving world.
How do you do it? How do you go in and clean up someone's record?
So if you ever Googled yourself, you know how easy it is to find your home address, your cell phone number, your family, your previous cars you've owned, social security number, all kinds of information on people is out there on the internet. Now, TikTok might be the source of collecting some of it, or other places, other apps or companies, but ultimately all this data collection sensors centralize usually in the data broker industry. That's the real villain of the story. TikTok is just another vacuum cleaner sucking your data up, but the data brokers buy the data and then they sell it to telemarketers, which is why your phone's constantly ringing off the hook. They sell it to email spammers. They sell it to people who have bad intent, where you suddenly have AI calling, trying to pretend that your child was kidnapped. And there's a lot of scary extortion and scams going on these days.
Yeah.
The data broker industry is really where the risk is for people today.
Harry Moggins, thank you so much with Privacy Bee for joining us tonight to give us all those important tips. We really appreciate it. And we will look forward to having you on again and letting us know the very latest with TikTok and see how this transition goes going forward. We'll be right back in just 2 minutes.
Thank you.